Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a recipe for some chicken biryanis. If you guys would like to know how I made this, then please keep watching. Firstly, you will need around 5 large white onions. I've also got 5 tomatoes here that are fairly soft. So if you've got like soft tomatoes, they work better because they cook a lot quicker compared to hard ones. But if you got hard ones, it doesn't matter, it's fine. And then I've got a handful of green chilies here, so about 6 green chilies, as well as some mint leaves, some cinnamon sticks, some oil, some black cardamom. These are those really big ones that you get. I've got some bay leaves here, some salt, as well as some yogurt, ginger and garlic paste, 1 chopped tomato tin, some lemon juice, some fresh coriander, red chili powder, some dried coriander, and some cumin seeds. We also need some butter. So we are making 3 pounds of biryani, so we're going to have 3 pounds of chicken also. So this is just cubes, chicken breast cubes. We are using 3 pounds of chicken. We're going to use the same amount of rice, and basically depending on the quantity you want to make, that's how much rice and chicken you want. So I've got 3 pounds of rice, 3 pounds of chicken, because I'm making 3 pounds of biryani. In a large pan, firstly you want to add in around 1.5 cups of oil, and now I'm going to add in 25 grams of butter into the pan as well. I'm going to need 1.5 bay leaves, 6 black cardamom, around 12 cloves, and 3 like 1 inch this big cinnamon sticks. Once the oil and the butter is melted, you want to add in all of the green chilies. The amount of green chilies I said in the ingredients clip, so make sure you go and watch that properly before you start on this stage. And now we're going to add in all of those spices that I just mentioned. So the bay leaves, the cardamom, the black cardamom, the cloves, and cinnamon sticks. They're all going to go in, and we're going to fry those for around 30 seconds. Okay, now in goes 1 teaspoon of jeera or cumin seeds, and give that a good mix. We're just frying these for about 30 seconds all in all, and then we're going to go ahead and add in all of the onions. So we want to keep stirring the onions until they're a golden brown color, and you can see I've sliced them because it's easier for them to cook this way. So just keep giving that a good stir. You may need to put the heat up at this time, like to medium, and then you should be fine. As you're waiting for the onions to brown, you want to soak the rice. So I'm going to soak all of the rice in like normal temperature water, not too cold, not too hot, for around 30 minutes. So hopefully by the time the masala is done for the biryani, the rice 30 minutes will also be up. So please make sure you do this now. If your onions are looking this color, you want to go ahead and add in all of the spices. So I'm adding 3 teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste, as well as 3 teaspoons of red chili powder and 3 teaspoons of dried coriander. In goes 3 tablespoons of salt. Sorry, I have to speak a bit louder and clearly because I don't want you guys to get mixed between teaspoons and tablespoons, because all the other spices were teaspoons and salt is 3 tablespoons. So now I'm adding all of the tomatoes that we grinded in the mixer, as well as the whole tin of chopped tomatoes. So I've basically mixed that a bit more in the mixer to make it a bit smooth, and I'm adding all of that in. And the sun today, guys, is not helping whatsoever. There's no good angle. I've tried everything. Put the gas on a high heat and give everything a good mix. So now I'm going to add in all of the yogurt. My gas is still on a high heat, and this was 3 cups of yogurt. So if you guys don't have measuring cups, I suggest you get one, you know, the spoon things, because they make life a lot easier and make sure that everything's nice and accurate. Now I'm going to add in all of the chicken. Now my gas is still on a high heat, and guys, keep a good distance away from the gas because this thing flies everywhere. You want to keep on stirring this mixture on a high heat until until the mixture starts to bubble. Please keep stirring it because we don't want the yogurt to curdle. See, now my mixture is bubbling, and now I'm going to add in the stalks of the coriander. If your coriander is leafy and it doesn't have much stalks, then you just want to ignore this step altogether. But if your coriander is like mine and does have stalks, it's best to add them in now because they take a lot longer to cook than the leaf part of the coriander. So add that in and keep giving this a stir on a high heat. I'm going to say, unfortunately, this stage is going to take around 20 to 30 minutes for all of this to reduce because of the amount that I'm making. Of course, if you're making like a less amount, it might not take that long, but keep stirring it in between. So it's bubbling like mad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid on top of it now. Once you reach this stage as well, please put the lid on. After we put the lid on, we're going to wait for around 15 minutes until the water evaporates. So in my guess, I think that would be about 15 minutes. And at the same time, I've got a very large pan at the back on a high heat, and I've got some water in here. We're going to put the rice in here to boil, and what I've done is I've put 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of oil in this water to prevent the rice from sticking to each other. So get that ready as well because temperature has to be nice and high for the rice to boil. Okay, so you can see now that my chicken has started to absorb, and it's reduced quite a lot, the quantity has, but it's still not quite done. So I'm going to put the lid on, still on a high heat, and give it another 5 minutes. This was the state of the chicken after like 20 minutes, so I'm going to check in again after 5 minutes, and hopefully after 30 minutes we will have the right consistency. When you get this consistency, you can see now that the oil has separated, and that's exactly what we wanted, and my estimate was right. This took 30 minutes all in all. So now I'm going to add some lemon juice into this. So in goes 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. You can add some more if you want, but bear in mind it's already going to be quite sour because of the yogurt. And now I'm going to add in some coriander and some mint leaves. That was a full bunch of coriander and a full packet of mint. You get mint packet, fresh mint in like most supermarkets and stuff. That was a full of both of them. And now I'm going to give everything a good mix. And look how nice this masala looks. It smells divine. Like at the moment it is 7:15, so there's like 2 hours left, and I never feel this hungry normally, but I've been smelling this for ages and now I'm hungry. So now you want to turn off the gas, put the lid on, and all the while you can see now my water has bubbled and is boiled, and that's exactly what we want. So we're going to add the rice into that now. So we've added the rice now, and we're waiting for this to be parboiled, so 70% boiled. Don't overboil it. And you can see bits of coriander and stuff because my mom believes in one principle, guys. She likes to use a same spoon to boil the rice with. I don't know what it is, so if you guys haven't tried that, that's another bonus thing. Once you finish like making something and then you want to boil rice, use the same pan and watch how nice the rice turn out. I've preheated the oven to mine is a fan oven, and now I'm going to go ahead and start to assemble the biryani. You want to firstly start off with the rice at the bottom, and can we just say how nice these rice are. Look how long these grains are. I can't remember the brand of this rice, but it was especially for biryani, and I never thought I brought it for biryani because we tend to make brown rice more, but I'm so happy today it's come to good use. And now add a good generous layer of the chicken that we made. Make sure like your layers are generous and quite equal. So I've got some red food colouring in this glass, which I've just mixed with a bit of milk. And I'm putting that on top to give that nice colour. If you've got saffron, I do have saffron, but nobody likes the taste of it in our house, so sad times. Put the foil on the top. You want to put the shiny side towards the top of the lid. And then this is going to go into the oven for 10 minutes. Guys, once you finish making the biryani, this is what you'll get. And I've just put some fried potatoes and onions on the top. And if you guys like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.